General Hospital. Is Dex leaving GH? VIDEO. Hello everyone. Welcome to my channel General Hospital Update. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give this video a like up. General Hospital fans fear Dex Heller is done. Hey there GH soap opera fans. This is Soap Dirt on YouTube. And we want to talk about a concern that we are hearing from fans. They're wondering if Dex Heller leaving General Hospital. Is Evan Hofer out at GH? Based on this current plotline, we're going to dig in and tell you what we know about this. And we have an answer for you about whether he's leaving or not. So originally, if you didn't know this, the role of Dex Heller was only meant to be a short-term role. But Evan Hofer had impressed showrunner Frank Valentini so much that they made him an offer. This came out in a Soap Digest podcast a few weeks back. And so Evan Hofer, who plays Dex, says that Frank Valentini, who's the showrunner, said he wanted him to stick around a little more permanently, and they offered him a contract. Evan Hofer on contract on GA. If you didn't know, when somebody comes into General Hospital, they can be like a guest star for just a couple of episodes. They can be recurring where they're around, but not a lot, but it's continual work. Then there's a short-term arc, which is in and out, and generally we don't see them back. No doubt that sounds like what Evan was intended to be with Dex, but he just hit a year on General Hospital. And then, very recently, they offered him a contract. So subcontracts run generally in certain increments. And we will talk about that more in a minute. But right now, I would say no, definitely not. Dex Heller is not leaving GA. Evan Hofer is not leaving GA. In fact, he's just getting started, and we have some exciting info about this. Only the beginning for Dex on General Hospital. So recently on General Hospital, Dex told Joss that he has to leave town, and he tells her that she can't go with him. She really wants to, but she has too much to lose in Port Charles. They had a really good scene together, and first, he had to reveal to her that her brother, Michael Corinthos, dropped a bomb on him. He said that he's not going to turn over the info on the arms deal to the feds to get Sonny arrested. His dying wife, Willow Tate, doesn't want him to be at war with his dad, so she made him promise to stop this vendetta. That's easy for Michael. He just went over, and he offered Sonny an olive branch, and Sonny's like, okay. Dex stuck in the mob on GA. But for Dex, it's like, okay, dude, I'm in the mob now. And that's what he talked to Joss about. He's like, if I stay in Port Charles, I have to stay in the mob. And he doesn't want to be a mobster, even though he actually has respect for Sonny, and he likes Sonny. Dex does not want to be in the mob. He was a soldier, he was a brave person, and he saved people. He got a dishonorable discharge because he beat up a commanding officer that was abusing his men and his family. He's heroic. He's not a gangster. He's not a thug. But he doesn't want to leave Port Charles because that's where Jocelyn is. Dex head over heels for Joss on General Hospital. So Dex is clearly torn, and he told her that he has to leave and she can't go because she will regret it and miss her family. It sure sounded like, oh wow. Wow, is Dex really leaving? And that, I think, has some fans concerned. But there are some promising General Hospital spoilers for May sweeps that make me think that he is not stepping one toe out of Port Charles. Jocelyn ready to fight. Basically, Jocelyn Jax is essentially Carly Corinthos Jr. She channels her mom. She can be stubborn, she can be a schemer, and she can do a lot of things. And so she's not gonna let this lie. She realizes that Dex was right, and she really can't leave town. She can't leave her family, and she can't leave her siblings and things like that. But at the same time, Joss is not willing to let him go. Dex said, yeah, I know you like me, and I know you're attracted to me. But you basically said, but you don't love me. That's what I was hearing. But I do think he loves her. And I actually think she loves him too. She just hasn't told him. I do think that they have fallen in love with each other, and she is not going to let this lie. The L word coming for Dex. She is not going to let him go. After all, almost lost her friendship with Cameron Weber over this. She is crazy about Dex. Recently on General Hospital, Joss went to ask Sonny Corinthos a favor. She asked Sonny to let Dex out of the mob. The problem is, once you know secrets about a mob boss's crimes and criminal life and all that, they can't just let you walk away. There's no retirement in the mob, but you don't get like a 401 and a watch at 50 years. You get a bullet in your head if you try to go. So Dex may be trapped. However, Sonny Corinthos did say that if Dex wants out, he has to ask him himself. But that doesn't mean that Sonny will agree. But he could meet them in the middle. Surprise compromise coming on General Hospital? Sonny could keep Dex under his thumb, where he can keep an eye on him, and make sure that he's not going to betray him. He could put him to work in the legitimate side of the business over at the coffee house. Perhaps he could put him to work at Pazzullo's, working as like a sous chef. I believe that those recent scenes with Sonny and Dex at Pazzullo's were some kind of hint at what Dex's future might be. Because Sonny's got an office at Pazzullo's, that's where he takes people to torture them, apparently. Dex has been tortured there. So if he put him there, he could use his talents, and he could keep a close eye on him. And not only to make sure he doesn't betray his mob secrets, but also to make sure that he doesn't hurt Jocelyn. So that's where I feel like this is going. Dex is sticking around on GA. So if you saw this tortured scene between Dex Heller and Jocelyn Jacks, where he basically tells her goodbye, here's why I have to go. If you were worried about Dex Heller leaving General Hospital, I can firmly say, based on words straight out of the actor's mouth in a recent podcast, that no, he is not going anywhere. Typically, soap contracts are between 1 to 3 years. They generally don't run longer than 3 years unless it's a really, really big fish that you're paying a lot to get. So he's new to the soap world but not new to the Disney universe. And of course, Disney and ABC own General Hospital. It's clearly at least a 1-year contract, but maybe a 2-year. They know that Eden McCoy is going to stick around, and they know they have a lot of time and bandwidth to play this story out. So if you're worried, is Ivan Hofer leaving GA? Nah, he's got lots more story to tell. The big question is what happens next, and how can he get out of this mess with Sonny that Michael created for him? Can't wait to see it. Get all the latest General Hospital spoilers and updates. Thanks for watching this video. Please subscribe to our channel.